G'day everyone, it's Billy here from Daily Puzzles. In today's video we have a really exciting unboxing and first look at the final version of the MG 7x7 Magnetic. This puzzle has really been highly anticipated, as you know, with the rest of the MGC series, especially the most recent models like the 4x4, 5x5, 6x6. It's got amazing feedback from the community, so obviously there is a lot of hype around this puzzle and we're going to see what it's like. At the time of filming this video, the price and release date is not confirmed, but if you check in the video description and the pinned comment, you'll be able to see as soon as the pre-order is available, or you can go to our website dailypuzzles.com.au, and or you can also use code YouTube at checkout for a discount off your order. Alright, let's get straight into the unboxing. So as you can see, we have the same sort of style of box as the other recent MGC puzzles. You can see we'll have a black and stickless version, a lot of Chinese which I cannot read. Let's open the puzzle up. Okay, we have a little box and we have the cube itself. Let's take a look at the accessories box real quick. That looks new. Razor. Oh, I think this is a foldable cube stand, maybe? I feel like I might have seen one that's in the setup position on Instagram, on YJ's page. I'll have to check that out in a moment. And then we get a screwdriver and two spare sets of springs. I'll have to check with YJ to see if these are replacement or if they are different tensions. And then as always, we get a little pamphlet which tells us how to solve it. Alright, now we have this cube stand, which I just want to take a look at real quick. I'm not really sure how this works. Maybe give me a moment, I'll try to figure this out. Alright, there we go, I figured it out off camera. Essentially, these little bits just have to click together at the edge. You do have to align it at the correct angle, but then you got a cube stand. Probably smarter for YJ, saves a lot on shipping, I want to say. When these are sold separately, which I assume they will be sold separately in future. It might not seem like much, but when you're shipping these, there's a lot of dead space in the middle, so that's actually going to save a lot overall. And the cube stand itself looks really cool also. Alright, now we have what everyone's been waiting for. We have the cube itself, and it is sealed in some plastic. Great for the premium factor, terrible for the environment as usual. Okay, it looks pretty good right out of the box. Let's check out these shades real quick. Without further ado, let's do some first turns. Right away, I have to say, honestly, this is the fastest 7x7 I've ever felt out of the box. Disclaimer before getting too much into the puzzle, I am terrible at 7x7. Do not take my opinion as an expert 7x7 solver. I solve it really casually and I haven't solved one in a while, but I can tell you right away, this is the fastest filling one I've ever felt. The layers are so even too. One thing you'll see with a lot of 7x7s, maybe not so much with the most expensive ones, but sort of a lot of the cheaper ones and even older ones, you'll see the layers feel really, really different when you turn them. The outer ones are normally the best, but then as you get into the middle, the layers just get worse and worse. But I can tell you right now, all these layers feel exactly the same. The only difference being maybe slightly stronger magnets on the outside. Hard to tell. If they are a bit stronger, it's only a little bit. But I can tell you right now, super fast, super stable, super smooth, super even for all the layers. Alright, now I know when it comes to big cubes, corner cutting doesn't really matter that much, but I know some people are still interested in it. So let's do a quick test. Wow. That's sort of ridiculous. It's probably going to max out there, I'd say. Oh, and it still went through. Let's test reverse. Reverse, you can't really expect much at all in a big cube. Yeah, I can feel right away that's probably about the limit. But really good corner cutting straight out of the box. The battery has run out on this device, but if you look at the manual scale up top, you can see it's 66.5 millimeters, which is pretty standard for most 7x7s these days. Alright guys, I'm now going to scramble it up, do a solve, and then I'll give you some final thoughts on this. I'm probably going to time-lapse this because I'm really slow at 7x7. Don't want to bore you guys, but I'll get back to you after the time-lapse with some final thoughts on this cube. Alright guys, I just did a few solves with the MGC 7x7, and hands down I have to say the MGC 7x7 is the best 7x7 I have ever used. Again, I am not an expert, but coming from me and my personal opinion, I've used the Spark, I've used the Haze, I've used the Youfu, used the Mofang Jiaoshi ones, and I've also used the Aofu, and all of them don't even come close to this. The biggest thing this puzzle has going for it is all the layers just are so fast and so smooth out of the box. I know the Aofu and the Spark do a really good job at this, but when you try this, you can just really see the difference straight away. It just performs so well straight away. It's really unbelievable. And one major thing to factor in is the price. It's not confirmed right now, I could be wrong, but judging by the trend with the MGC series, this is probably only going to be $5 to $10 more than the 6x6 if I had to guess. The price will be in the link in the video description once the pre-order is available, but that's what I'm guessing the price will approximately be. And one thing to keep in mind is the MGC puzzles started as a budget series. They really were like the economy series that had really good performance, but with the last few puzzles that YJ have released, you can really tell that they're transitioning from an economy market to a premium market while keeping the price really affordable. And that just totally shows from all their last releases. You can just really see how premium they are. This puzzle is no exception. The performance on this is ridiculous. During the solves, this thing is just so pleasant to use. It's really smooth. I've actually got almost zero lockups, maybe one or two very minor ones where it just caught a little bit on the inner layers, but they're so smooth, so fast, so perfect. YJ has put a lot of effort into making this puzzle really impressive, really good. You can definitely see just by using it. If you get it yourself, I highly recommend getting it yourself. You'll see what I mean. If you can't afford it, maybe try friends, try saving up for it at some point. If you're serious about 7x7, I can wholeheartedly say this is the 7x7 for you. The performance is that good. Now, when it comes to if you have the other flagship 7x7s, should you upgrade? Well, if you're feeling like your current 7x7s are slow or sluggish 100%, especially when it comes to lubricating them, if you lubricate them wrong, it can be really difficult to make them good again. You can take the entire puzzle apart and clean it, but especially with the bigger cubes, how many layers there are, how many internal pieces, some people just really don't want to do that. And I know for some people that might seem like a waste to just get a new puzzle, but that is a reality for a lot of people. I know this since we run a store and we get a lot of messages, I've added too much lubricant to my puzzle, what do I do? And especially when you get a 7x7, yeah, that just makes it even more difficult. So if you really like the performance on your current 7x7, but maybe it's a bit gunky now, it's a bit outdated, feels a bit loose, or you want to try a 7x7, really anything across the board, I can 100% recommend this puzzle. I'm definitely going to be maining it now. It almost makes me want to start using 7x7 more. It really feels tedious with the other puzzles, but this just makes it so light and airy. It's so much more enjoyable. It's sort of like that feeling of getting a fresh GAN puzzle. The premium feeling and performance is that good. Alright guys, that's going to be it for my video on the MGC 7x7 Magnetic. Sorry for rambling on a bit at the end there. I'm just really passionate about cubes when manufacturers do a really good job. This is amazing. Definitely get it. I won't keep going on though. That's going to be it for today's video. If you have any questions or concerns, leave them below the video. And if you like the video, make sure to like and also subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video.